Hi, it's me, Jeremy Frinkle from the Daily Wire. So, as you can see, this is sort of impromptu, and I tried doing this about an hour ago, lost cell service, so, I'm back, if, for whoever saw before. So, I'm just gonna start over from the beginning, if that's okay with everybody, or whoever's watching. So, obviously, my prayers, and I'm sure I can speak for most of the country, are out for the people of Houston and the greater Houston area, and I've been there before. I've been to Texas many times. My wife is from Dallas, and it's a beautiful place. It really is, and it's such a shame what happened here. And just seeing these stories, it makes you just... It really makes you appreciate what you have, and these people are just wonderful. Seeing them all helping each other out. People of all creeds, all colors, all races, all religions. No one cares. No one cares. Everybody's helping each other out. Everybody's doing whatever they can to save whoever they can, to make food for people, to give shelter to people, and it's just a wonderful thing to see. And that's what America is. So I just wanted to lead off with that, because I had no other reaction other than that. I'm actually speechless, as you can see. But yeah. So, but I did want to get to the other side of this if I can. The left is just beyond sick. How they can take this and exploit this for the whole anti-Trump, Trump derangement syndrome, anti-conservative, call it whatever you want. There was a story about like how some professor in Florida got fired for saying how like this was karma because Texas voted Trump, actually, which is weird because Harris County, where Houston is located, voted Clinton over Trump about 14 points, I think the spread was, which is the same amount that like a northeast state like New Jersey, where I'm actually broadcasting this from, yeah, it was 14 points. So yeah, that's pretty stupid to say. But the one thing that really stood out to me today, seeing this Politico article, it was basically a guy, like on a sort of like on his roof, and he has like a Confederate flag and like a secession sign, and he sees like a FEMA helicopter, and he is like, yay, angels, it's God. I'm not looking at the cartoon, so I'm a little inaccurate right here, but because I'm doing this on my phone right now, forgive me. But I'm sure everybody watching this knows what I'm talking about. So the other guy's like, no, we're the government, we're FEMA. And basically the point was that, oh, government can help, and big government's good, and conservatives are stupid. Like, it was literally every possible stereotype the left throws at us into that one cartoon. Like, I'm surprised, like, the guy didn't have missing teeth, or was, like, I don't know, married to his first cousin, or whatever. I don't know, just take your pick. It was just outrageously disgraceful. And, like, to say, like, my first reaction was, you're trying to get Trump reelected almost on purpose at this point. Like, they're just jumping the shark. And I forget the cartoonist's name, like, Winker or something like that, something with a W. Weiger, forgive me, I might be totally off on that one. So here's what his statement was, basically. Oh, no, I was just trying to make fun of the secession movement, and no, it wasn't supposed to apply to all Texans. And I'm just, like, thinking, like, you really couldn't come up with a better excuse than that? Like, just own up to it. The Politico deleted the tweet. I wonder why. And then, like, he actually gave this like a stated, he spoke to the Washington Examiner later today, and actually stated this exact excuse, which was just dumb. I mean, like, come on, just own up to it, apologize, and move on. But, like, what this guy did, like, this is what the left thinks of you, me, everyone watching, everyone who will watch this in the future, and everyone who isn't from the coast. I happen to be on a coastal state right now. That's fine, that's not the point. And it's just, it's terrible. And, like, who's out of touch here? Who's, like, why are these people so bigotedly hateful? And then when, like, and then they wonder, well, like, why we hate the media so much. Well, let's do some soul searching. Maybe it was our fault when Trump won the election. Next day, Russia, Russia, Russia. And it just goes on and on and on. The list could go forever. Not even an hour later, Politico tweets something about Melania's shoes. That's stupid. Air quotes, outrage. Like, really? Like, it's just amazing. Like, no matter what anyone does, that's, like, if you're not a radical leftist, they hate you and will do anything to destroy you. You could actually be a horrible, horrible person, but as long as you agree with them on politics, no one cares. And it's just unreal why anybody would be like this. Why this guy would put this cartoon out, and why Politico thinks that now it has any credibility anymore after it did that. It might as well have been Salon, Slate, Daily Kos, take your pick, of just, like, the disgusting, like rags that you'd line a birdcage with. And yeah, I'm being vulgar, I get that, but you think of a better euphemism, you think of a better analogy, and get back to me. So that being said, and I'm just, like, super, super mad about this because, like, as I said before, my wife is a Texan. She was born in New York. She was raised in Dallas since she was, like, very, very little. And it's a wonderful, wonderful state. Like, so seeing that really, really hit me. Like, like, I don't get offended easily at all. Like, you could ask anybody who knows me. I really am not easily offended by things, but that was just, like, over the top, and I was just, like, seething mad about it. I really was. And, like, they tell conservatives, oh, they're hateful, they're hateful. These people are the most stuck-up, arrogant SOBs you could find. And, like, so he was talking about the secession movement, and, like, there was no secession movement in Texas. It was a couple of people floating it around that never really got off the ground. But what about Cal Exit? Oh, forgot about that, even though that was actually a thing that California legislators wanted to put on the bill. And put aside the fact that Texas probably could survive on its own, and maybe even be better off, but California would probably default within a month. Being charitable on that one. So that being said, the left is truly vile, and we're sick of it. And, you know, fine, we're tweeting constantly, and, like, fine, we got the guy to back down. We got them to take down this tweet. But why? What are we doing about it? Yeah, we know what we're not. We are not for this, but what are we for? We are Americans. And Americans are, at heart, what you saw in Houston this week. And that is why I am proud to be an American. That is why I love my country. And that is why I despise the left. Because the left will take things by force. They will never donate. They will never help. Like, I saw, forgive me for even mentioning Slate, like, there was, like, a story where somebody didn't want to donate, didn't want to help because maybe their proceeds would go to Trump voters. Like, who in their right mind would ever think of that? Like, if this happened in California or something like that, I don't know, New York, California, Massachusetts, whatever, take your pick of the bluest states, Hawaii. I mean, like, would anybody think that way? I'm sure if the situation were reversed, they would gladly take our help. And if they didn't, oh well. But, so, this is beyond ideological differences. This is just un-American at its core. And being an American, as I said, is what we saw this week. All the pictures we saw of all the people helping each other, doing whatever they can to just set aside time, to set aside their setting aside their issues and their problems, setting aside their jobs, setting aside their time, and just giving and doing whatever they can to help. And that is what America is. And don't ever let the left fool you. Alright, so I guess I'll see you guys next week, or next time, whenever. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter, @FrankelJeremy. You could see my work at the Daily Wire and the New Americana. Sometimes I'm at Red Alert. Follow me on Facebook, obviously. This should be uploaded to YouTube probably tomorrow. And I'll see you guys next time.